Develop project management plan is a process of defining, preparing, and coordinating all plan components and consolidating them into an integrated project management plan. The project management plan will define how the project is executed, monitored, controlled, and closed. The project management plan's content varies depending on the application area and the overall complexity of the project. Inputs to this process include outputs from other processes, specifically the management plans written in other processes. The subsidiary plans and baselines that are an output from these other planning processes are inputs to this process. And anytime we have any changes to any of these documents, it may necessitate an update to the project management plan. For data gathering, the project manager may use a checklist to help develop the plan or verify that the necessary information has been included in the project management plan. This could be based in their own experience, or they could be using a more generic checklist from the industry. The key output from this process is the project management plan. This document describes how the project will be executed, monitored and controlled, and closed. It's going to integrate and consolidate all of the subsidiary management plans and baselines and any other information necessary to manage the project. Depending on the level of detail in the subsidiary plans, we may just have a short summary in the project management plan, or for a smaller project, we may have the entire plan. The PMP will also detail how the project management team will manage a project, including selected processes. So if we decided to tailor the framework, we would go ahead and document that here. How work will be executed to accomplish the project objectives. How changes will be monitored and controlled, which will be listed as part of the change management plan. How we will communicate with our various stakeholders. How management review and progress reporting will be conducted, as well as the addressing of issues. The project baselines. So the scope, schedule, and cost baselines will be combined to become the performance measurement baseline. The performance measurement baseline is an integrated plan against which we can measure the progress of the project's work. The project life cycles and development approach. If we decide to use phases, what types of phases will we select and what type of relationships will they have? And also how the project will be closed. Once the project management plan is completed and all of the subsidiary plans are finished, the PMP should be signed off by the project manager, the sponsor, the project team, and key stakeholders. This doesn't necessarily mean that they agree with the plan or that they like how we're going to proceed. It's more so an acknowledgement that this plan is completed and this is what we are going to do. If they don't want to sign it, we need to find out why. Most of the components of the project management plan are produced as outputs from other processes. However, there are many components that are produced as part of this process and not listed as their own output. They're just organic to the project management plan. This includes the change management plan, which tells us how change will be controlled. It's going to describe the system to track and manage changes from the original request through evaluation, submission to a change control board, and eventual approval or rejection. The configuration management plan. There's two aspects to configuration management. Often people believe it only applies to a product. However, we also have version control for our project plans and documents. If we do have a product that requires configuration, then it would be called a configuration item, and the means by which we configure it should be captured within a configuration management system. That's going to go ahead and track any changes made to these deliverables. In this situation, the configuration management plan would work very closely with the change management plan. The performance measurement baseline will allow us to integrate scope, schedule, and cost baselines to perform earned value analysis. The development approach describes the product, service, or result development approach, such as if we were to do a predictive lifecycle, iterative, agile, or a hybrid model. Develop project management plan. Learning assessment. At what point in the project should we have a fully completed project management plan? The project management plan will be completed when all planning processes are completed. However, it may change later as the project proceeds. What information should be included in the project management plan? Information contained in the project management plan should be all of the management plans, change control procedures, baselines, and any special methodologies or tailoring that will be used. Who or what determines the change control procedures set forth in the plan? Existing procedures within the performing organization or any procedures that we write specifically for the project. At what point in the project can we stop consulting the project management plan? We don't stop consulting the project management plan until closing is completed because it also addresses how we close a project. Can we make changes to the project management plan without following the formal change control procedures? The plan can be changed without any formal change control until it has been baselined. Once it has been approved, it cannot be changed without following the change control procedures.